Shalom. I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ha-Rekakodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akim who are pushing this truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, so, I'm just, I was looking at YouTube here and this video popped up on my screen. So, watch the video and then really, man, this place just definitely has to go, man. It's so fucking polluted, so filthy. With the Edomite in power, this place is just corrupt, defiled, wicked, all the above. So let me actually pull a precept real quick. It's just crazy, man. I can't even, if you're a part of this truth and you're in this truth, you definitely you definitely want this place to end, man. You want Yahushai. The correct mindset is for Yahushai to come back, man. And that's what you want, so he can restore order and restore righteousness and all the things that are promised in this holy scriptures, But let me pull this verse out real quick. It says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn." All right. So that's what it is, man. We're mourning. We're literally mourning because it's sad, man. It's sad to look around and see our people defiled, see our people chasing after gods that their fathers never knew, doing all kinds of abominations, and not even realizing, the wickedness that they do. Let me get this. 2 Thessalonians 2:11. Let's start at. Okay, let's start at 8. 2 Thessalonians 2:8. "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." So that's a heavy verse because it's talking about the wicked Esau Edom. He's being revealed through the Holy Scriptures, and the mouth are the prophets. The spirit of the mouth is the Lord's prophets. All right. It says, "and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." That's talking about the chariots. When the chariots come to wage war on Esau, Edom, and the heathen nations, it's going to be bright. Those chariots are magnificent and glorious in their appearance. All right. So verse 9, "even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, and all power and signs and lying wonders." So who's him that comes with the working of Satan? It's going to be the Edomite, the wicked. Malachi 1 and 4. It tells you the Edomites are the wicked, and the Lord has indignation for them forever. All right? Let me keep reading this. "And then Satan with all his power and signs and lying wonders." Who has all the power on the planet Earth right now? Who has signs and lying wonders? This is Esau Edom, man, the so-called white man. He's got his technology, which Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the one who gave him his technology, because everything starts out with Yahweh. But he's given this Edomite all the power. He's got signs and lying wonders. Part of his lying wonders is his technology. Part of his lying wonders is his medicine, which is really not even medicine. It's pharmakia, which is witchcraft, right? Look into that. Pharmakia, that means witchcraft in Greek. The Edomites were Greeks calling themselves Greeks. Now they're calling themselves Americans, all right? The Romans, the Greeks, all the so-called white people on the planet Earth are Edomites, all right? Verse 10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. So I'm going to play a short video because everybody is enabling wickedness. And in the video, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Verse 12, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. See, so these people on the earth, they're taking pleasure in unrighteousness, They're enabling wickedness. And it starts out with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, And all you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that are following him and basically riding his nuts, you're part of that wickedness, and you're gonna be ultimately part of the destruction, because the Lord has to burn this place, man. He's gonna burn it with thermonuclear fire and concentrated chariot fire from the so-called UFOs. It's gonna be a total destruction, and it's justified, because of what we just read, all of this wickedness. We read about how when the wicked rule, the people mourn, but when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. Well, right now, nobody's rejoicing. Who's rejoicing in Babylon, America right now? This country is divided. You got a lot of people who are about to hit hard times because they're not able to retain their jobs or occupations. And it all goes back because why? Because the wicked are ruling, man. Like we just read, man. When the wicked rule, the people mourn. And that's what it is, strong delusion. People are literally in delusion, especially you fucking people. And I'm talking about you 2/3 too, who actually think this place is going to get better, is going to get healed, That's not the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to heal this place. No, the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is to destroy this place for its wickedness, you see. So I'm going to play a little video here, and then I'll pull out some more precepts that I put together. But without further ado, let me play this.
If you think life is complicated, try dealing with a transgender girl texting a boy she just met at school.
She's made a new friend, and it's a boy. So I tell her, if you're going to have friends that are boys, they need to know immediately. I wanted to tell you that I was transgender, which means that I was a boy, but I became a girl. So I have a girl brain, but a male body.
A few moments later, the boy responds, obviously confused.
He just sent me, but you have a girl body, right? That's a very difficult question to ask. Why don't you tell him to watch the videos first?
Jazz texts him back to watch this online video of her, hoping it will help him to understand.
And I think like a girl, but I just have a boy body.
Oh, that's a cute video. So what parts of a boy do you have? What are you going to say?
The P one.
Or?
The P word.
Like a tattoo that won't rub off, the P word is likely to follow Jazz everywhere.
I don't care what he thinks about me. If it's bad, if it's good, then I love him, so I have him.
How you doing, Jazz?
Oh, we should hear what she's up to.
Greg has been down this road before with his oldest daughter, but advising a transgender tween with a crush is new territory.
What did he say?
He accepts me for who I am.
Oh, that's sweet. You happy?
Now I'm texting my friend about it.
I got it.
What part of being transgender hurts you the most?
My genitalia. Because right now I feel like a girl, but when I look down there, it reminds me.
And that must feel very bad for you.
Yeah.
Jazz is 11, on the verge of puberty. For a boy who wants to be a girl, that must be a disaster. Change of voice, facial hair.
It can be a disaster. Any little girl does not want to develop a beard, low voice, and we have done something about that.
Jazz is on hormone blockers.
This is day one of me on the blockers.
First given as a shot,
Relax, relax, relax.
then as a pump inserted into her arm.
It didn't hurt as much as I thought it would.
The medication stops testosterone from entering her body, essentially pausing her natural male development.
She has no detectable testosterone in her system right now.
Zero? Wow.
They block any facial hair I might get or armpit hair, maybe like just so I don't look like a boy or even getting a deep voice also.
Jazz is 100% girl. How's your sight? And there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that they've done the right thing.
Perfect.
Dr. Will Charlton is Jazz's doctor. With her development on pause, the next big decision is if and when to give her estrogen, the female hormone that will allow Jazz to grow breasts, prevent facial hair, and redistribute her body fat, giving her a curved feminine shape. But the cross-hormone therapy is irreversible.
I wish I could take that right now. Yeah.
Why?
Because I want to start looking like the other girls and getting some little buds.
Getting some breast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want boobs. I wear a padded bra because I just want to fit in with the other girls and just have boobs like they do.
But once Jazz begins taking estrogen, she will be permanently infertile. At 11 years old, do you think at all about being sterile and not having your biological children?
You shouldn't have to. She wants to have a baby of her own.
But she can't.
She knows she can't. It's probably one of the things that upsets her the most.
All this isn't cheap. Most insurance companies don't cover these treatments for transgender people. Hormone blockers can cost up to $18,000 and estrogen even more. Around 18 years old, Jazz will likely face another decision. Whether to have gender reassignment surgery, to have her breasts enhanced, and if she chooses, to have her penis inverted into a vagina. You know, there are some transgender children that have not been able to be transgender, who even want to die.
Yes, and that's why I'm doing this with you today. I want to help those kids become the person they are, and I want to tell the parents that they should still love them no matter what.
When I came to visit you, you sang a song that I was familiar with too. It was from the movie Cinderella.
Yeah.
Remember it?
Yeah. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wings of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open their arms to me. I've been singing that song for a while.
You did it beautifully.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so there you have it. Babylon America at its finest, you see. Anyway, I'm going to pull some scriptures out pertaining to this video. And the first one I'm going to bring out is Proverbs 22:6. It reads, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." And the reason why I bring this one out is because you see the way the parents was acting in that video, man. Totally enabling this kid. You know, you got all these simpletons and these softies who they'll watch that video and they'll be like, oh, the dad and the mom are supporting. The kid's name is Jazz. And it's a boy, so I'm going to call it what it is. I'm not going to call it no girl because it's a boy. But they're not training up a child in the way he should go. They're training a child to be wicked, doing a wicked-ass thing, you know. And we know that at the end of the day, the Most High is the one who put the spirit on all these heathen to do the wickedness that they do. But see, the problem is it floods over to the Israelites. All right, Salakia. The minute you start doing a video and Satan disturbs. But the point is that nobody's giving this boy correction. You got his little weak ass feminine dad, enabling it. You got his dumbass mom sitting there, just really enabling it, And I believe if you watch the story, it said that their older daughter was also a transgender. So this kid, this dude, this little boy, he's grown up watching all this perversion and wickedness, and now you see what happens. You see, it's sickening, man. This whole place, Babylon, America, is sickening, and the ones who are in this truth, you're gonna really, just be vexed by this place, man. Everywhere you turn, things are just vexing, man. Whether it's the food that's the abominations, whether it's the homosexuality, the transgenders, the fucking confusion, right? Babylon is confusion. That's what the word Babel means. Confusion. See? So let me pull out another verse, because the little boy, he's already getting texts from other little boys, which those little boys don't even know he's a boy. They think he's a girl in their class. That's why he was answering those questions at the beginning of the video about his body parts and whatnot. Just confusion, man. And just think about it. If you have a son and your son's in school, and then mind you, they're in elementary. You see, your son's in school in elementary. He sees Jazz, the boy, the little boy girl, I should say. Hey, that's confusion, man. That kid, it's just like when I saw it, and you see this shit all the time in Babylon, but when you watch a video like that, it should just piss you off. It should make you vexed in your spirit, and really, really just to the point where you just want to pray and hope that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai comes back to restore order, so that our people don't have to be, in the midst of this madness. I'm going to pull out Leviticus 20:13. It says, if a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. So, eventually this fucking kid, this boy Jazz, he's going to end up lying with another man. And this is an abomination. So he's worthy of death. His parents is worthy of death for all the wickedness that they're enabling. But we live in Babylon, America, where wickedness is tolerated. Let me get to Ezekiel. This is what we're doing right now. This is what I'm doing right now. It says, Ezekiel 9:4, and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So that's what we're doing, man. That's what I'm doing right now on this lesson, on this video. I'm sighing and crying for an abomination. Meaning it bothers me to watch that video on all kind of different levels, If you watch that video and it didn't bother you, then you are the problem. You are going to be destroyed by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You see? Let me get to Jeremiah 9 and verse 9. It reads, this is talking about Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Well, let me. This is talking about the 2/3, but those people in the video were more than likely heathen. But again, you got Jake doing this wicked ass shit too. So I'm just gonna read this either way. Jeremiah 9:9. It says, shall I not visit them for these things, meaning these wicked ass things that these people are doing? Said Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? So Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to take vengeance. He's going to take vengeance on this wicked ass kingdom. that is just constantly breeding perverseness, corruptness, wickedness, you know. It's just sickening, man. I'm going to go ahead and close out on a Revelation 18 and 5. This is talking about Babylon, America. It's referred to as a woman because America is a woman's name, which was named after Amerigo, a man, Amerigo Vespucci, but they named it after him, but they called it by the female version, which is America. And that's why it fulfills prophecy, you see, even just the name alone of America. So this verse is speaking about Babylon, America. Revelation 18 and 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double, according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, and mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is Yahweh the power who judgeth her. So Babylon, America, the prophecies are against Babylon, America. And if you're sitting there at home praying that America gets better, praying that the COVID goes away, praying that you get your normal life, your life of normalcy, so-called normalcy back, well, you're in the wrong mindset. You know, you're sitting here praying to Jesus Christ. You know, you're sitting here doing all kind of heathen ways, heathen customs, heathen traditions. Well, guess what? You're going to be part of the destruction, thus saith Yahweh. All right? You're going to be burned with fire right along with the whore, which is Babylon, America, who sits a queen and thinks that she's never going to see in no sorrow. You know, the cup, Babylon, America is going to drink from the same cup, even worse than the cup that they made the Israelites drink from, which deals with slavery, colonialism, oppression, all the things that this wicked ass place has to offer, But like I say, man, hey, that's why we're out here sighing and crying for all these abominations that are done on the earth. And we're just waiting for our big brother, Yahweh Shai, to come back and put this place in order. All right? So with that, I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ha Rekak Wadash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akiam who are pushing this truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to the elect.